All right, hello, good morning, good evening, and good night. I hope you guys are doing absolutely fantastic as always, because in today's video, what we're going to do is we're going to talk about a little buy that I just did. And what I did was I actually purchased some TSLY, and I also purchased some KLIP. And what we're going to do is go over that. I'm going to go over my portfolio, my average costs, my yield on costs, everything like that. I'm going to give you some predictions on what I think KWEB, Tesla, which are the underlying assets for KLIP and Yieldmax, are going to do. And then we're going to calculate exactly my yields and how much I'll be receiving in dividends for this month and the months going forward. So if that sounds good to you guys, please do subscribe. We're up to 2,700, could you imagine? We're up to 2,074 subscribers here. Now, our last video didn't do as well. It's a little sad, 10 out of 10. It was on MPW. It's still a great video, just kind of going over the financials of MPW, but nonetheless, still 350 views, so not too bad, but we gained over 30 subscribers in the past day. So hello to the new subscribers. Comment if I'm talking about you. And without further ado, let's get into this video. So what I want to show you here is what I did. So KLIP, I bought 15 shares of KLIP, as you can see right here. Just going to zoom in for an average price of $18.54. KLIP is currently trading at about $18.50. And I did these today, by the way, which was roughly $400, and this is in Canadian. And then I also bought 30 shares of TSLY, which is the Yieldmax option income strategy ETF. And I got an average share price of $14.37, trading at about $14.40 right now. And I paid roughly $600. So in total, this position averaged out to be about $997.88. So just under that $1,000 mark, pretty much $1,000 as you can see. So that brought our total portfolio percentage down to negative 18%, which sounds pretty bad. But you know what? The amazing thing about KLIP and TSLY is that every single month we receive dividend income from them. And this dividend income has offset this capital loss. So as you can see, we're down we'll call it 4%, and then 7% on TSLY. So when looking at this, KLIP pays about I have a yield on cost of 51%, and TSLY, I have a yield on cost of about 64%. So combined, I probably have about $2,700 invested. And as you can tell, they are pretty much my biggest monthly payers. And now I just want to show you the average price that I got. So I got $19.24 for KLIP. That's my average price. And then for TSLY, I got an average price of $15.40. So TSLY. And going to my payout calendar, we're going to see how much each of these are going to pay me in the month of August and September going forward. So what we can see here is, if this can load in. So in August, I'm projected to receive about $158 in dividends, which is pretty significant, I would say, for my account size of only about $10,000 invested. So I'm going to receive about $56, $57 from TSLY going into the next month. But KLIP, I've yet to receive this dividend. It's going to be $76. Now the thing is, KLIP actually hasn't announced their ex-dividend date. I wonder if they're going to do that today after the close, because in their historical data, they generally kind of announce their dividend at the end of the month. And we're approaching the end of the month of August. It's the 28th. Special day tomorrow. Tomorrow's actually my birthday, just a little PS. But that is not today, so don't worry about that. But as you can see here, so I'm expecting it to be about this 83 cent to maybe about 90 cent range for the KLIP dividend. So hopefully it's going to be either this payout or a little bit higher. So that is a little bit upon what I bought, how much I bought, and then also what they're paying me, TSLY and KLIP. Now, just going forward to the underlying assets, starting with KWEB, as you can see here, it's kind of going by the 6-month chart here. You can see it's kind of choppy. It's hanging in this range between $31 and about $25. So we're on the lower end to the middle. And what I do think is there is a little bit of a resistance point at this level. But as you can see, KWEB is a very volatile ETF. It tracks the China internet sector. And so Basically, however the Chinese internet sector is performing is how KWEB is going to perform. And you know what? Over the past little while, it's been choppy. I think if we could reach these levels and break out of this $32 level, I think that'll be a huge win for KLIP, and it could rise up to this $35 level, and then potentially it has a lot of room to run. Now, for Tesla, on the other hand, Tesla has actually hit a bit of a downtrend in the past little while. So it had this massive uptrend. This is where TSLY actually went from $13 all the way to $18. It doesn't really mention it here. See 13, but okay, yeah, it does actually. $18.37. That was Tesla's run up. What I do think here is I do actually have a technical analysis team, and that is just my friend who does day trading and stuff like that. And he gave me pretty much a bullish sign on where Tesla is currently at. So he does think it's going to go higher. I never rely just on my friend. I always do my own research, looking at the MACD and just how it's trading and rejecting at certain points. Now we do have this kind of resistance point, which is at 241, which is probably why Tesla is having a bit of a rejection at this point right here. But if we were able to break this point, we could see a run as high as $274 and all the way up to potentially $300 as well. So I am a little bit bullish on Tesla, but it's really a 50-50 here on whether I think it's going to go up or down. Now, what I want to do is actually measure our dividends paid here. So what I want to do is take KLIP's very last dividend, and I also want to pull up TSLY's very last dividend, and I want to show you guys by just investing $1,000 into TSLY and KLIP, kind of split between them, how much I'll be receiving for the month of September going forward. So TSLY, I bought 30 shares at 80, and the dividend's 83 cents. So we got 30 times 0.83. Okay, so TSLY right there is about $24. This is just from dividends reinvested. And then going to KLIP, or actually, you know what? Hold up here. What the schmuck? There we go. Schmuck. That's a new word right there. Okay, throw it in your dictionary, you know. So 0.832, and we're going to add this. I had 15 shares of KLIP. So adding that over here, we're going to do plus 15 times 0.832. And so just on $1,000, what I invested today, I'm going to be receiving about $37.38 in the next month alone, just on this $1,000 investment that I put in today. So I hope this video did serve you well. I hope it kind of gave you a perspective of where my portfolio's at, the monthly income I'm receiving, and the KLIP and TSLY dividends that I will be receiving in the month to come. A little bit of a preview on what I think is going to happen for the underlying assets, which are KWEB and also Tesla. And I hope you guys did enjoy this video and like to see a little bit about my dividends and what I receive. Please do continue to watch the videos. You guys are doing amazing. Subscribe if you haven't yet done so. And yeah, you guys are fantastic. So there's nothing more that needs to be said. Just refreshing that page. And what I will do is I will see you guys in the next video. I hope you guys